Okay, so yesterday we made a little video, CC Jerry and I, we made a little audio about the root of bitterness. And the main thing that I contributed to the audio was that we, I'll say I, but I do believe it's true for just about everyone, is that we get these wounds early on in our life and Jesus is a healer of wounds, but instead of going to Jesus and talking to him about it, I um cover it all up with bitterness, cover it all up with self-pity, and I'm going to do everything I can do to keep my wound that's deep inside my soul from being touched. And truly that wound is the fact that we don't have Jesus in our lives. We don't I didn't know Jesus. I didn't know his great comfort. So therefore I'm just a wounded soul. And the truth is Jesus is a healer of wounds. I said it yesterday, but the truth is if we don't have the comfort, the great comforter, we're a wounded soul just walking around taking on demonic spirits to keep that wound from being touched. And because we're unhealed, we're unbound, we need the comforter. So as I was talking about that yesterday, I was re-listening to it today and I thought of the very first word that Gene ever gave me. I think it was like in 1988 or 89. And he said to me, basically the woman who's called, a daughter received by me, I never felt received by anyone, saith the Father, the Lord, don't fear. And this is where he hit the nail on the head here. Don't fear my bringing you close, which is underlined, in my presence, in me, with me. I call you to be a part of me, and you must allow me to take you into my arms, unto me, close to me. And this was the real kicker, and my body, for this is your peace. Now, I didn't want to get close to the body. Okay, I can have a pretend relationship with Jesus, but you know what makes it pretend is that I don't let his body close to me, his people close to me, because I was lacking. I was still searching. I was still thinking that if I was married, everything would be grand. And so I was still looking for that. And you know what? Since I have found Jesus Christ and the comfort of his Holy Ghost, I don't look for that anymore. That doesn't interest me. It doesn't tempt me. It doesn't smell good. It doesn't look good. It isn't anything I want to go after because I have I mean, I hate to say this, but I have no need of a particular man. I'm fulfilled in the closeness of being in the body that he gave me, my sisters, my brothers, my friends. That is so totally fulfilling. And most of all, the comfort of the Holy Ghost. We need the Holy Ghost so bad because the word said he's the great comforter. That's not just a nice sounding thing. It's a life and death situation. And unless you have the comfort of the great comforter, the Holy Ghost, you'll be forever covering up your wounded soul with this thing, that thing, the other thing, shopping, chasing after men, being mean, feeling sorry for yourself. I mean, there's so many things that we will cover up our sick soul with because we haven't let Jesus close to us. We haven't let his body close to us. We haven't found the great comforter. Not truly. Everything is a Holy Ghost problem. And so this was the very first word given to me, and I don't know how many, 30 some years ago. This was the very first word given to me. And you know what? It has taken a very, very, very long time for me to take this word seriously. And the serious part of it was, you must allow me to take you unto me in my arms, which I was okay with that a little bit, close to me and my body. This is where I jumped ship every time. And again, this is where my dad jumped ship. He was afraid of life. And so he became, everybody was guilty until proven innocent. I was raised with the spirit the mantra, we all got our little mantras that we carry on our sleeves and we live by. And mine was, people are guilty until they prove themselves innocent. I truly believed that. I was standoffish to everyone until they proved to me that they were worthy for me to let down my guard with. And you know what? It's really a bad way to live, because and then you get mad because people have friends and you don't. Well, it's kind of hard to get close to somebody who makes you guilty and you have to prove yourself innocent. It's like, why bother? Why bother with you? There are so many other people who would love me without this requirement. So anyway, my point is, that's my point. Everything that happens to us, and every wound that we're still carrying around, everything we're panting after and chasing after, it's all a Holy Ghost issue. He, again, is the great comforter. And with him, you are able to have communion with his body. Without him, you can't get close to his body either. You can't really get close to his people without the Holy Ghost. Because the word says, with what you've been comforted with, you can comfort someone else. Now, if you don't have the comfort of the Holy Ghost, you're not getting too close to the body, because that is the thing that we have to give away. Anyway, those are just my afterthoughts on yesterday's video. God bless your day. Have a great weekend, and it is beautiful outside. The trees are blooming, the birds are singing, life is grand.